And we're back here on Good Morning Lake Martin. It's about 47 past the hour here. Let me remind you, too, about, we did this first hour, but I got to do it again. You know, our good friends at Comer Methodist Church have another pancake breakfast.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Can't stop eating pancakes.
September the 12th. Don't miss it. It's 6 to 10 a.m., $6 per plate, and they will put the food on you. Now, it's good stuff. Let me promise you that, okay? I just want to remind you, because I promised I would. Also, United Way, we're right in the middle of that campaign, so they're on every Tuesday, so we'll have them on back next Tuesday. We are going to talk more about Leadership Lake Martin.
We were, yeah.
As my mouth is not working.
In fact, I
correctly.
believe we have a board meeting today
We do have a board
at 12:30.
Before we get on that, because that's going to take some time and stuff, I just want to remind you, if you have a student that is interested in Young Entrepreneur Academy,
Yes.
those applications are being taken now. You need to get them in. It's a priority to the applications that come in early. So make sure that you get that filled out. You can go on our website at alexandercitychamber.com and you can print one of those off, or you can pick one up with Mandy Durr at the Benjamin Russell High School, or you can also pick one up at the Chamber from Jacob Meacham. We'd really like to get those in. And I encourage you to go to some news that came out. We tweeted it, we also Facebooked it, but there is a kid from Opelika that is 13. You may have heard it on the news or seen it in a paper, but he came up through the Young Entrepreneur Academy, came up with a vending machine idea for first aid kits at sports facilities. And he just was offered $30 million from a corporate a large box company, corporate organization offered him $30 million for his idea. He has declined that idea because he feels like the business is worth about $100 million. So I don't know. I probably would have said, honey, let's talk about that. But great. I guess what I'm saying is, just right here in our neighboring community, a 13-year-old has started a business that now is perceived value to someone at $30 million. So I am very excited to see what will come of our young people here. I think we underestimate how creative they can be. If you're interested in mentoring in that program, which is a requirement of spending a few of the class hours with them and guiding them with their PowerPoint and kind of critiquing them in their presentation, please contact the Chamber, Jacob Meacham. He will set you up so that you can get involved. Great opportunity.
What is the age that the
middle school to high school.
Middle school.
What is that, 7th and 8th grade here? 7th through 12th grade.
It's all 6 years.
Okay.
If you're interested in business in any way, the program, the curriculum will give you such a head start in college.
That's pretty cool.
It's really cool. There is a lot of professional business people. I would like to go back and take it because I think I learned everything the hard way.
Yeah.
When are those applications due?
The drop dead date is October the 2nd. However, we are really putting a push in, because there's a vetting process of it, to have most of those applications in by mid-September.
Okay. All right. So if you'd like to take
go ahead
part
and get on that. This is not one to wait to the last minute on.
Yeah. Is there any cost involved in?
You do have to put a $100 deposit down because we want you to have some skin in the game.
Gotcha.
That deposit will be given back to you in its entirety at graduation once you complete the course, once the child completes the course.
Little incentive.
We don't want someone taking a seat that someone else could have had and then dropping out, because it is going to take a commitment every Thursday night, about 3 hours, starting in late October. October the 29th, I believe, is the start date. It's a Thursday, and it will run through May. They will graduate in May. They will do the investor panel pitch, which will be an open community event that you can come to and listen to these ideas. We have an investor panel, thousands of dollars raised to invest into these kids' businesses. I think it'll be about $12,000 that they'll divide up amongst the businesses that they want to launch. And it's just going to be really exciting. That event is March 31st, so mark your calendar on that. This is changing times for our kids and our community.
Sure, it is.
So,
Absolutely.
now to leadership. Sorry.
On to leadership.
On to leadership. Tell us about it. Doug is a board member.
The leader. First of all, maybe in a sentence, describe Leadership Lake Martin. It's a local leadership program that takes local people and puts you through a series, several months, 9 months actually, 8 class sessions, I guess, and then a graduation, of learning how the community locally the county-wide, a statewide, and then how that interacts really with the nation. And it teaches you how all of that works, everything from our educational system to our government to our services here in the community. Up to the state level, we actually have a visit with our state legislators in the state capitol, which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
But what it does, it takes people through, and we have a slate of class members. That's actually, I think it's the largest class.
This is the largest class in
the
history.
history. In the history.
27.
Yeah.
27. You know, it was a goal of our Future Is Now. We've identified that, you know, there's a gap in leadership across the nation. We're going to do something about it here locally, and so we made an effort to put it as a goal with an expected outcome, a goal to grow leadership Lake Martin and grow leadership in our area with an expected outcome of a minimum of 25 students. Understand that the previous class was 15, and years before that, 17. They would range anywhere from about 13 to 15 to at most 18. 27, and we have a list of people who didn't get in that are already on the list for
Called
2016.
a waiting list.
But they'll get in.
They'll get in.
They're on the top of the list for 2016 graduating class,
Right.
or 2017. Would that be 2017?
Yes, ma'am, it would.
That's hard to
Hard
say.
to say.
Isn't that something?
But the beauty of it is that we start this thing off with an orientation retreat.
Yes.
That will be
So much fun.
mid-September. And we take these people and we sequester and isolate them so they have no one to depend on but each other. And after 48 hours of that, they're very, very good friends or good enemies, right?
I think mostly good friends.
Mostly good friends, that's right.
I'll be honest with you, everybody's a graduate.
We're all
I'm a,
alumni.
what am I, 2014 graduate? I started in 13, I guess,
yeah.
in the fall, so I graduated in 14. But I was not really I like to go home at night and kind of have my routine, and I was not really looking forward to an overnight stay. I had the best time.
It was fun.
It pushes you a little out of your comfort zone to get to know people really, really quick. It's kind of like speed dating, but it was
don't even
great.
know what that
And
is.
some of those relationships, although we don't always talk on a daily basis, I know that I could pick up the phone.
Yep.
Because of the project that you work on together, you know each other's skills, you know exactly how to depend on one another. It's a great experience.
All of the people that were in my project group are still my friends, the ones that live here.
Yeah.
Some have moved away, jobs or whatever. But all of the people in my project group are still my friends. And our project, actually, 10 years later, is still maintained in existence. So one of the things that we asked each group to do is come up with a community service project, something that they can do over that period of 8 or 9 months that will fill a niche or meet a need in the community.
Yeah.
So that is very, very important that they work together to do that.
Right.
Absolutely. Let's take a break. We'll come back. This is Good Morning Lake Martin.